Hello, everybody. This is Casey. I am here to do spiritual talk tonight. We were talking a little bit last night about the energetic changes that are going on and how people are starting to go through lots of changes at the moment. Even my oldest daughter said earlier, boy, the energy sucks right now. So we'll be here to talk about that. We'll touch a little bit on the power of the spoken word tonight. And we will also talk about whatever you want to talk about. Okay. So we'll see how long it takes anybody to come on. And Star Crossing will possibly be here tonight to also talk about energy and helping some, we usually end up doing some healing. And I do have my book. Hey, Darlene. So anybody that's struggling with health problems, so we go in and work with chords, but we need to look at the chords that correspond with different illnesses and different chakras. So we'll look up some of those tonight, and because we need to go deeper. That's something that came up for me, is we need to go deeper. Okay, not just clear attachments to other people, but to illnesses and situations, and because we have discovered that we can also change the energy with attachment to places too. So how are you doing tonight, Darlene? Yeah. Kelly, how are you doing tonight, hon? Did you write that list, Kelly, of things you wanted to ask about? And Kayla Starcross will be in when she can. Okay. So this is something else I need to look at because I hadn't pulled the book out till today. Pneumonia, desperate, tired of life, emotional wounds that are not allowed to heal. So I need to look at that. But I know that in chakras that pneumonia can also be grief. And I've been working on clearing grief, which is not healing also. And any lifetimes where I've drowned also. So, but Louise Hay is awesome. I did put in videos. She's got some affirmations for some things. I did also post a video for Florence Scoville Shin on the power of the spoken word. What's going on, Darlene, that you've been mad all day? Yeah. Does it seem like you're kind of really, really, really been busy the last week, everybody? Yeah. Yeah. How funny. Why were you mad all day, Darlene? Hi, Snow Queen. How you doing, hon? So be careful of being pissed off, Darlene, because that could cause kidney and bladder problems. Oh no. So how was everybody's day besides Darlene being mad all day? Where is it there? Trying to find my channel. Showing it live. Let's put the volume off. Okay, so I was looking at my I have an app So Star was telling me last night to expect the unexpected. So what pops up on my on my phone today? Expect the unexpected. I said, wow. What does it say for the collective? Hey, Spirit Monkey. Yeah, but okay. So again, girls, who does it belong to? Okay, it says for today, expect the unexpected. You might notice a shift happening. There's a possibility of abrupt changes or unusual things occurring in your life. This is for everybody, not just me. You or others around you might notice something different in your body around your physical space you're in. Expect the unexpected today. Things might not go exactly as planned. They could even go sideways. You might end up with a much different result than you initially envisioned. Ideally, you can go with the changes, embrace the shift, and see where life takes you. You may be pleasantly surprised and could end up in a better place than you had expected or planned. It says this could be a good time to focus on your health and well-being. Connecting with your physical body can help you prepare for change and go with the flow. Try doing some physical exercise or slow movement or just relaxing. I'm getting back into Tai Chi. No, junk food's not good for you. See if you can cultivate more patience and calm. Search for a sense of ease in whatever you're doing. Or reflect on what you receive in life and try to feel a sense of gratitude. I did get a feeling grateful this morning. During this time, you might ask yourself, am I prepared for my plans to turn out differently than I expected? And am I feeling comfortable in my body? And am I being patient enough? And am I grateful for what I receive in life? Now is the time to work on feeling at ease in your body and being ready for things to change in unexpected ways. Yeah. So that's the overall energy for everybody. So what triggered you on eating junk food today, Snow Queen? I have been, okay, so I had gone, when was it? 4th of July. I had gone to buy ice cream for down my son's house. And they had these little gluten-free white cakes about this big with lemon in them. I went yesterday to try to find them. I can't find them anywhere. It's like, oh, universe teased me with something awesome that I could eat, and now I can't find them. I am getting better every day, Spirit Monkey. Been working on clearing out lots of past life illnesses. Grief is usually lungs. Drowning in other lifetimes can cause lung problems. And I was just reading in here. Yeah. It's like, I got more work to do. So this is the book, Snow Queen. Yeah. So we can look up illnesses and stuff and talk about different chakra stuff and working on healing and stuff tonight too. So I'm glad you at least got out somewhere today, hon. Make sure you wear your masks. That's the main thing. Yes. Yes. Still not up to doing readings yet, but I'm hoping next week. I think I'm going to do some collabs for a while because that'll like won't take as much energy. It'll be between the two of us. Yeah. I did go get a filling filled. That was not fun. And normally I'm very peaceful and calm when I have anything done with my teeth, but for some reason I was in a panic with him working on this tooth. And it's like, where is that coming from? I'm usually good at dentists usually don't bother me. And I thought, let's just center ourselves, get peaceful, and let it get done. Okay, Austin, Astro Ascension would be a collaboration. KT Intuitive or KT Tarot. She's over in the UK. We would probably do some collabs on a Saturday afternoon. No, well, you can't wear a mask at the dentist's when they're working on your teeth, you know. And I also talked, okay, so Star Crossing and I are kind of doing collaborations with her coming on here and helping. And who else was it I talked to? I talked to a couple other people. Oh, Midnight. I talked to Midnight. We could do some collabs with him too. Yeah. Hand sanitizer too. You know, I was putting on my mask because I had bought some really cute little masks that say Colorado on them. I kind of color coordinate things. A lot of my colors are like pinks and purples, and then blues and purples and greens. So I kind of have some collaboration with color. So I pulled out a pink one because I was wearing pink yesterday, like a pinkish red. And I was thinking, you know, all these stores put all these cute little masks on clearance for $1. They did it too soon. And a lot of people, okay, I was listening. There's a talk show host that I listen to that he breaks down the news and everything that's going on, what's going on behind the scenes politically and with the stimuluses and all this kind of stuff. He has a real strong history in things. And he was saying they went to a title company to close on a house. And the lady goes, oh, well, yeah, we can get this done, especially now, face to face, now that the pandemic is done. And he starts laughing. He goes, what? Do people really, really believe that the pandemic is done? It's like, okay, pink and purple, but your masks are all N95. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay, Spirit Monkey. A lot of us are using the bubble right now. There's all kinds of stuff coming up, especially shadow stuff at this point in time. 150 deaths a day. That is crazy. Florida is the top. Okay, I don't know if any of you saw Austin's video. The reason that he's moving out of Florida, number one was COVID is everywhere. Everywhere. That's the number one reason that he's moving out of, no, Florida's government's fighting any restrictions. He's even filing lawsuits against schools because they mandated that nobody could require masks. He wants to file lawsuits against the schools for requiring kids wear masks. Okay, where is the compassion for your fellow man in all of this? Oh. Same thing. Okay, they sent a cancer patient home because they sent her home because they didn't have a bed for her because they needed the beds for the people with COVID. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told Jason. I don't know if you ever connected with Jason, hun. But sometimes the universe gives you a pop quiz to see if you learned your lessons. And I'm sure that's going to come back to bite me in the butt, because if mine comes back, I'm going to be in the same mess that you're in, not knowing what to do, hon. But you know what? The only thing I can tell you, Spirit Monkey, is choose you. Don't worry about what she's doing. She's got to figure it out. You can't help her make her choices and decisions. She's got to do it herself. Hun, make sure you choose you. Do what's best for you. Go out and live your life. Okay? Live your life. Do what's best for you at this point in time. She's got to figure it out. You can't do it for her. Okay? Pop quizzes or lessons. Did you learn your lesson yet? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Banging your head against the wall with the same thing over and over again. But the thing is, hon, we may love somebody, but that doesn't mean that they're good for us. You know? How are you going to have a healthy relationship if you don't put yourself first for a healthy relationship? Okay? And you keep going through the same thing over and over again. You know, it's hard. Like I said, this is schoolroom earth, honey. Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. You know? But I don't know what to say about this COVID thing and people not respecting each other's rights. Now, if it was another country, just one country, yeah, it may not be about a relationship. It may be you doing, yeah, she knows somebody loves her. It may be about you learning the lessons to put yourself first and live life. Okay. So since the pandemic started, I've said the same thing. Blows my mind how everything is turned into rights rather than compassion for your fellow man. Okay? I've been saying this since the start of the pandemic. Blows my mind. If this was another country that was going through this, we would all be pitching in, sending money, sending food, sending clothes, do everything we could for that country. But we can't do that for our fellow man here. What kind of attitude is that? Hey, Casey, how you doing, hon? And I was listening to an interview earlier because my heart and my prayers are going out to all these people in Afghanistan. Exactly. But it's compassion for your fellow man. Somebody brought up a good point. We have been in Afghanistan for 20 years. 20 years. 65% of the population is under 20 years old. Oh, Casey, I'm old. I'm in my 60s, hon. How old are you, Casey? 65% of the population is under 20 years old. They have lived life, known freedoms like we have. Then the Taliban is coming in and taking their rights away from them. Okay. You know what, hon? I think this is one of the things that we're going to start doing is instead of physically going to Afghanistan, okay? Oh, how am I? Oh, I'm getting better. I'm getting better, hon. Can't read, apparently. Ah. What's going to happen with these kids that are 20 years and younger? And this Taliban's going to come in and start slaughtering everybody. Are these kids, okay, these kids have Our compassion is going out to all these people now, but yet we can't put that compassion for each other. Okay? So what we need to do, okay, Spirit Monkey, I think this is what we all need to do. We all need to come together as a group, okay? And we need to focus on healing and protection for everyone in that country. I think rather than you physically going and volunteering, okay, we need to band together as a group of people and start trying to shift the energy in that area. And you know what, hon? We could do it energetically. We're light workers. Hey, Jason. We're light workers. We could project the energy to the situation with our intent, with our love. Okay? But if you get hurt over there, hon, or you get killed over there, the thing is, then we lose one more light worker. You know? Hey, Jason, how's that pop quiz going? No, you're going to be mad at me. I think we're all going through pop quizzes right now, Jason. So it's not just you, hon. But I think as a group, by focusing our intent on healing. So one of the things that I was talking to somebody about yesterday, calling Archangel Michael. Okay, we've got predictions that we're going to have some major problems at the southern border here in the United States. So everybody should visualize, okay, ask Archangel Michael and his blue flame legions to come in and stand guard at the southern border of the United States, shoulder to shoulder, to keep out invaders. And we also need to do that also. I'm asking Archangel Raphael and his legions, Archangel Michael and his legions, to surround, encompass, above, below, around and through, inside and out, Afghanistan, to start to bring in some peace, some healing, some clarity in that situation. You may have done risky things beforehand, but how much more you going and physically doing things, or how much more can we get done as a group, focusing our intent and our healing and our love in that area? There may end up being a revolution just from those 20 and under kids. Yeah. And I watched some. I had to take a break from doing stuff today, and I sat down and I watched. I cry over everything. I cry over what these people are going through. I watched a couple videos on unsung heroes, people that go out and do things for others, and don't even ask for recognition and stuff. There was a pilot. We should do can you lead a group prayer session, Casey? Okay. I'm not good at leading a group prayer session. So I was crying over a helicopter pilot. We have a lot of flooding going on. There are people that are stranded on their roofs. There are people in the flooding areas that are stranded on their roofs. One lady called and says, please, my brother-in-law and sister are stuck on their roof. Can you do something to help? This guy is a helicopter pilot. He just helped his girlfriend last week get her helicopter pilot's license. Okay. He says, wow, how am I going to feel when I'm telling her, no, I'm not going to help? He got in his helicopter, went to the area where she was saying they were. He rescued them, went in, flew past all the power lines, in and out of stuff. There's no news helicopters. There's no military helicopters, everything in the area. He put his landing gear on one side. He had to make 3 trips. He saved 17 people. Let me put it that way. He saved 17 people. And he says, yeah, he was in touch with the, the federal aviation people and stuff. And he told him, he says, no, I reassured him that I didn't charge any money for helping these people. And he goes, in fact, it was kind of fun for me to be able to go out and do things that I have never done in order to help these people, And I'm just bawling up a storm because somebody cared enough. Somebody cared enough to do something. Yeah. A group shift of negative energy, yes. Yes. So we need to, I think that's one of the things that we need to start doing on Friday nights. Okay. Now, Casey, some people have been predicting some invasions from the southern borders, along the southern border. So, I'm calling in all the archangels to help everybody over in Afghanistan. Every level. No, but I think by focusing our intent, Spirit Monkey, I think that we have the ability to try to get the energy, the thoughts, the resources into that area that people haven't even thought of doing yet. Yeah. But I think as if you look at the whole picture, I think if we do this energetically as a group, that we could probably get a lot of energy to shift. I really do think we can do that. I looked at some pictures from 1917 when the Spanish flu hit, and everybody was wearing masks. And I read an article and they said nobody back then was having a fit about wearing masks. Everybody was wearing masks in order to keep from getting sick and to keep from others from getting sick. What happened to that attitude? Yeah. So first thing, okay, so my opinion of the world is there's good in everybody. There's good in everybody, hon. Okay? I am going to focus on the good in everybody. I am going to put an intent out there for the good in everybody to step forward and be the best that they can be. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah. There is good in everybody. And sometimes maybe I'm naive, but I look for the good in everybody until you do me wrong, and then I'm going to back off. Okay, so what are some of the areas that you guys think that we need to focus on in order to change the energy with our intent and our prayers? I know, Snow Queen. So let's work on let's work on a game plan. What are we going to focus on tonight with our intent and our prayers. What would you guys like to focus on first? Come on, guys, let's come up with a game plan. Casey, are you still here, hon? A shift in control through religion, I think, is a big one. Okay, have any of you ever heard of cloud busting? Oh, I see clear energy too, but I keep visualizing any spots that have the negative energy right now. It's like we have to focus on those spots and do some cloud busting in order to shift that energy, disperse the energy. Does that make sense? Yeah, yeah. I yeah, calling in the archangels. Let's call in the big guns. The archangels and their teams and their legions. And all the beings of peace. Try looking it up on YouTube, Snow Queen. I feel like okay, I want people to wake up to the truth and clarity in their lives. And clarity of what's true for them. I kind of get the feeling that there may be a civil war there because the younger people are not going to stand for this. Yeah. But see, that's where the dark forces come in. They want to control the oil. They want to control the lithium. They want to control the people. The more they keep the people in fear, the more control they have. So this is I my number one thing is calling in the archangels and their legions and all the beings of peace. Do you know the Taliban originally, Snow Queen, the Taliban originally kept opium out of Afghanistan because it was against their religion. It wasn't until the United States invaded that opium became a big crop, a money crop. What's his name? Lewis? What's he say, Jason? At Westboro. Oh. Yeah, that church is a piece of work. Yeah, I realize they're bad. I mean, okay. So this is my thing. Why are we judging other people? Why are we condemning other people for believing different? Jesus said, "Those without sin cast the first stone." Why are you judging somebody else? You should be looking at your own sins, you know? And actually, sin means missing the mark. So to me, missing the mark is, you're not learning the lesson. Okay? He's not when you miss the mark, you're not learning the lesson. How many of us are sinning right now by not by missing the mark? It's a program. It's all programming, hun. It's all programming. And I look at what's going on with our politics. It's all a program, also. You know, I somebody asked me this morning how I was feeling this morning, and I said, tired, lazy, and grateful. Yes. Give gratitude. I would give gratitude for all the people who offer all of themselves to how would you give gratitude for all the people who offer all of themselves to bring others to safety and prayers to keep them all safe. Snow Queen, that I think you're instilling fear, hun. When you do that, I want you to look at it from a different perspective. Okay, I would show her and say, oh, how would you word that differently? Because it's like my mother instilled in me. You have to eat all the food on your plate because there's starving children in Africa. Seriously, my mom really did tell me stuff like that. Foods that made me gag, she would make me eat because the children in Africa were starving. It's not a good program. So change the focus. Okay, don't tell her never to complain. Tell her, reframe it. Okay, these are the people that we need to pray for their safety. Yeah. So switch up what you're telling your daughter, hun. Just a suggestion, okay? Have her watch and have her say, I'm asking you to help us pray for these people. Yeah, I remember falling asleep at the table and waking up hours later with cold food still on my plate because I had to eat it. So this is what so okay, I was raised as a child not to be seen or heard. Okay? So my mom and dad, when my sisters got married, it was a 3-bedroom house. So they turned the 3rd bedroom into a TV room. So I could go stay in the TV room and watch TV. They wouldn't have to deal with me. So I used to take my dinner into the TV room, and when she would make me tell me that I had to eat it, I started pouring it down behind the couch. Oh my God. I got a heck of a beating when she found it. But my mom and dad were not nice. Okay. I was very shy, introverted. You did not make waves. You were not to be seen or heard. So I couldn't argue with them. I couldn't say anything. I just wasn't supposed to exist. I know. But I got a heck of a beating when she found all that rotten food behind the couch. Oh my God. So then after that I got smart. I started going in and dumping it down the toilet. I know. I know. Yeah. So, Spirit Monkey, this is my opinion. I'm hearing they're going to send more people to the moon in the next year than they have in the last 50 years, right? And I thought, why are they not using that money to help the people here on the earth? I know. I can just picture, I don't know how many days, how many weeks that I did that. I could picture this big old pile of mold behind the couch, and it was a leather couch. I remember the couch. It was like a palomino color, and it had a leather picture of a horse on it. I remember that couch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was in a lot of trouble. So, Snow Queen, shift the perspective to, okay, be grateful what you have and spread that gratitude out in ways to help other people energetically. You know she's intuitive, hon. Teach her how to project the energy out to help other people. Yeah. And I want to bring this up, Snow Queen, okay? Um so when somebody told me they had intestinal or disorders, I told him that's where you assimilate everything. Your third chakra is where you assimilate everything. Okay? Um you assimilate the minerals, the food, the lessons we're learning. If you're not assimilating things in this lifetime or other lifetimes, you need to look at that. Maybe you need to clear the energetic ties to not simulating things in cultures, relationships, lessons learned, etc., etc. Okay. Well, you might explain to her, just because your dad teaches you this doesn't mean that you can't help others. Yeah. Girl, my daughter stole my credit card. Okay. She ran up $10,000 on my credit cards, buying everything that I was not able to give her, that I wouldn't get for her. Oh my God. But that's his issue. Okay? That's his issue. Yeah, $10,000. She was going through a lot at the time, and yeah, she had some mental health things pop up. So that was not fun. That was not fun. Not all of it. Not all of it, Snow Queen. That was not a good situation. But it's funny with my older kids. My oldest son never fussed about having name brand stuff. My oldest daughter did. Okay, she was so upset because she did not have name brand stuff that when she had kids, she bought and she still does. These kids are adults now. She still buys name brand stuffs for her kids. And my oldest son, just whatever he likes, you know. And it's kind of the same thing. My oldest son's kind of, whatever. He'll buy, if he likes something name brand, he'll buy it. But otherwise, you know, it's so. And then the youngest, yeah, she's still on the name brand stuff. So okay, so give gratitude for all the people who offer all of themselves to bring others to safety, and prayers to keep them safe. My main focus, though, is I just keep visualizing clearing the dark energy, bringing in all the archangels and the peacekeepers in the angelic realm to surround the whole country. You know, I think that some of the other countries, they're saying it's all, you know what? I look at it this way. This has been a 20-year mess. A 20-year mess. Nobody wanted to deal with this. Nobody wanted to pull out because they knew it was going to be a shit show. Okay? Hey, Star, you going to come on tonight? Nobody wanted to pull out because they knew it was going to be bad. It was bad when we left Vietnam. Nobody remembers that. It was bad when we left Vietnam. They knew it was going to be a shit show. And nobody wanted to take responsibility for it. They all passed the buck. And somebody brought up they left billions of dollars worth of equipment, guns, ammo, body armor, everything you could think of. They left it all over there. Somebody said, why didn't they at least blow it up? You know? That's a good point, Snow Queen. Where's the UN? You know? Not going to come on live tonight, hun? So we're trying to look on where to focus some of our energy in Afghanistan for healing. Okay? You're drained? Okay, hon. Okay, so I think there needs to be a shift in religious control. People need to wake to the truth and clarity of what's true for them. And I think that's coming up, okay? Because 65% of the population is under 20. They don't know what it's like to be under Taliban rule. There's going to be some rebellion, okay? And I think we do. Have you heard of cloud busting, Star? I think we need to go in and disperse some of the dark spots in the energy over Afghanistan. I think we need to call in the archangels and their legions and all the beings of peace. Oh. Yeah. And we need to give gratitude for all the people who offer all of themselves to bring others to safety and prayers to keep them all safe. That's one of the things I talk about, Snow. Religion has done more to divide this world than anything. Because everybody has their own point of view, their own interpretations about what the Bible, the Quran, whatever says. You know? Yeah. Nobody ever said everybody was smart, Casey. Horns on the inside? Oh my God. Easy. How you doing tonight, hon? It was a joke from the... I wondered if it was a joke. But this all goes back to, and I recommend all of you read the book When God Was a Woman. The women were the caretakers of the temples, the religions. The Levites took exception to the women being in charge, conquered them, made them property, and that's what's going on now. The Afghanistans are going to be fighting that. Okay. You know, the majority of the Muslim people are very peaceful, very loving. And they honor. Yeah. If you watch Gaia TV, if you go back to the Sumerian tablets, God was called Sophia, and there's a dark force that's always trying to overcome Sophia. I'm getting better and better every day, Easy. Yeah. Yeah, so it's but the Dalai Lama keeps saying that Western women are going to be the ones that are going to save the world. My heart is going out to these women that are highly educated. They've gone into their jobs, told not to come back for their jobs anymore. They're hiding, terrified. It's something that they've never ever known. Hey Priscilla, how you doing tonight, hon? Yes. No pressure then. Okay, about 30 years ago, I listened to Art Bell. He did an experiment that so totally freaked him out that he never did it again. There was a hurricane coming in. Yeah. There was a hurricane coming in. He had everybody visualize this hurricane going out into the Gulf of Mexico. They all visualized that. However, there were probably 1 million people listening to that. They all visualized that, and to the amazement of the meteorologists and everything, this hurricane shifted and went out to the Gulf of Mexico because everybody focused their intent on that hurricane shifting. So if we can focus an intent of peace and love and healing and gratitude for the people that help in that area, I think that we could shift a lot of energy. Does that make sense? And just think all the people that help the Allied forces, okay, are also, it's not just the education for the little girls and the women, but I think, yeah. It's your intent. Just remember, Snow Queen, we are made in the image of God. Jesus says, you can do all these things I do and more. Yes. Oh, you're so funny, Casey. We are made in the image of God. We have all these gifts, talents, and abilities. This is what I keep telling you, Snow Queen. We can do this with our intent, with our love, focusing on love and healing and protection for those people. We can shift some things. Yes. Yes. We have an abundance of food. May not all be healthy right now. You make me think of an article. So when the Vikings came over, they brought seeds. And they gave seeds for different fruit to the Native Americans. Okay? They planted seeds all over. One of the Native Americans remembers they used to have a specific little green peach that was the best thing in the world. When the Spanish came in and started conquering all the Native Americans, Central America, South America up here, they started pulling out all the peach trees because they were trying to cut off food supplies for everybody. Somebody remembered seeing some peach trees back in some old canyon ways and told somebody where to look. They went back in and found a bunch of peach trees back there. Then they started talking to some of the older Native Americans and they found more peaches. Now they are starting the original versions of the peaches that are more healthy, more full of nutrition than what we have now. But they're starting to grow all these things again. Another gentleman has taken corn from the Native Americans from all over the country and is bringing them together, and it's a beautiful, almost like an iridescent, multicolored corn, and it's not GMO or anything. Exactly. It's about working together, focusing our intent on the same thing. Girl, if you think we need Trump back, we need to. Okay, there's a sign down the road here. It says impeach Democrats. Okay, my thing is impeach Congress. If you look at the president, hon, the president really doesn't have the power. All they could do is make suggestions. It's the Congress that makes everything work and the judicial system. The president really has little power. They're just like a figurehead. Okay? Impeach Congress. So I'm going to give you a little bit different perspective, Priscilla. They're kind of taking steps to do things that nobody the last 20 years wouldn't do. Okay? Biden is pulling out when the last 20 years worth of presidents would not touch it with a 10-foot pole. It's taken a lot of courage for him to do this. It's taken a lot of courage for him to take these hits. You know? Congress is the House of Representatives and the Senate, hon. Congress is both of them put together. Like I said again, the president is just the figurehead. It's the Congress. The Congress is what's screwing it all up. Exactly, he's the puppet. and I'm going to put my perspective in, is, if we have a tendency to repeat history. We have, in fact, the lady at the dental office was talking. We were talking about every 40 to 50 years, we have a tendency to repeat history, whether it's clothes, it's patterns, it's world patterns, whatever. With Trump, we were starting to repeat some patterns that were not good. You don't come in and try to take over everything. And I'm probably going to upset some people. Okay, so they keep saying our founding fathers created this Christian Constitution. Do you know our Constitution was not based on Christianity? It was built around the respect for the traditions and the teachings of the Native Americans, not Christians. And there was every religion established in the founding fathers. But you know what, Priscilla? Things were starting to change with the pandemic anyway. Everything that's happening right now is a result of the pandemic and a bunch of old farts in Congress that cannot see past their buddies and help the people. And you know what, hon? This country was based on immigrants. Immigrants. Our country is run by immigration. Okay. In the 1800s, they put down, it was an uproar over the Chinese and the Scottish. Okay. Before that, when they imported the blacks, the Irish were also slaves. The Irish were worth less than a black man. Okay. Look what happened during World War II. What they did to the Japanese. Look what they did to the Native Americans. And they're still saying, like the senator said, there wasn't nothing here when we came. There was 60 million Native Americans all over the place. So, Priscilla, I want you to clear all of that. I want you to clear any judgments, and I do this all the time, about Biden, about Congress, about Trump. Start clearing everything. I want you to start looking at it from a neutral point of view. Okay? Biden is doing some things that nobody would take responsibility for in the last 20 years. Start finding your truth, hon, rather than listening to what everybody else is saying. Okay, hon? And a lot of the problems that are happening in Mexico, Central America, and South America were caused by our country in the first place, interfering in the politics. Yeah, Lucifer means bringer of the light. Hey, Marie. Yeah, you're right, Spirit Monkey. But I tell people, try to keep an open mind, clear. Everybody needs to clear their points of view, okay, about politics so they can start seeing the truth and clarity. You know? Up until the 1940s, take a history class. Look at the United States from like the 1800s on. This country stayed into our own hemisphere. We stayed in the northern and southern hemisphere here on our side of the world, okay? And didn't interfere with any of the politics in Europe or Africa or anything. We stayed in our own little corner of the world until the Japanese drug us into World War II. And then we started trying to become the police of the world. Yeah, I agree, Easy. But I do have to say one thing. I come from a generation to where I saw where politics worked, and what we have now is not politics. It's a power play. Yeah. It's all a power play. So back to focusing on what how we can send healing energy to Afghanistan. And Star, you know what showed up on the pattern today? It for the whole world. It says, yeah, it says expect the unexpected. I said, listen, I got to tell Star everything. Expect the unexpected. Snow Queen is not just America; it's the whole world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I haven't heard from Daisy today. Yeah, you told me last night. I saw that and I said, oh, I got to tell her. Expect the unexpected today. There's a shift happening. Yeah, big, huge shifts. Oh my goodness. So, so I'm asking for what do we want to put our intent out there? I have a shift in control through religion, busting the dark spots in the area, calling in the archangels and their legions and all the beings of peace and healing, for people to wake up to the truth and clarity that's true for them, giving gratitude for all the people who offer all of themselves to others to bring others to safety, and prayers to keep them all safe. You know, I try to look at everything from both sides. I try to look at everything from both sides. I do. I really, really, really do. And what I see right now is just power play. That's all I can say. Yeah, I believe it's rigged too, hun. Yeah. Yeah, I work real hard on that, trying to be fair, you know? Oh, so you're having bad. Okay, so I was going to tell you, Star, I haven't been dreaming about my family, but last night I was dreaming about my niece, the one that crossed in April. I dreamed about her all night. And she was wearing red. And I said, okay, so one of the things that they taught us when you learn meditation, one of the hardest colors to visualize in meditation is red because it's the lowest vibration color. And for her to show up in my dream in red was interesting. Yeah. Oh, but it was so nice. I had the windows open upstairs. The breeze was blowing through. It was like 55 degrees last night. It was cold. I was covered in all my blankets and I was sleeping so good. Yeah, red is the slowest vibration. But look at your chakras. Your first chakra is red. Your second chakra is orange. Your third chakra is yellow. Your fourth chakra is green. Okay. Your fifth chakra is blue. Your sixth chakra is indigo. And your seventh chakra is a violet. So that's from the lowest to the highest vibration. Yeah. And we're having snow in the mountains 2 months early. 2 months early. Okay, there are 7 rays of light. In fact, I just found that. Okay, I just found that book today. I was looking for the power of the spoken word. Now, I did in my videos, I did put the Florence Scovel Shin version of the power of the spoken word if you guys want to listen to it. The one I'm looking for is by Elizabeth Clare Prophet, but it says power of the spoken word. But the Florence Scovel Shin one, I also found the book, The Lords of the Seven Rays today. Now, each archangel comes in different colored rays. Archangel Michael, I have always been taught, is on the blue ray. Him and his blue legions of protection. Okay. And you're still in winter. So, we still have to finish the feminine archangels. But I'm looking for my book, The Power of the Spoken Word. But like I said, It's like 3 hours. Somebody's reading the book from Florence Scovel Shinn on the power of the spoken word. Alice Bailey. I have what? Okay. Do you have her dream book, Spirit Monkey? I haven't read Alice Bailey's 7 Rays, but I do have paperwork from I have been making progress going through everything I have, but I have a whole bag of papers I need to go through of classes that I have taken over the years. One of the things I want to go through is the 12 Powers of Man, and I want to go through the 7 Rays. Yes, words and thoughts are very powerful right now. And this is what we were talking about a little bit last night. Do not say, I can't, I couldn't, shouldn't, wouldn't. Don't say no. If you're trying to manifest, say something. Say I am now. Okay, the subconscious mind does not recognize the word no. Yes, first rate, power or will. Yeah. So you probably know a lot of the teachings that I'm going to be pulling out. Okay. I don't have my Kindle here, but the 7 Powers Man. Yeah, love and wisdom. But each one of the 12 apostles also are attached to power, will, love, wisdom also. Yeah, I am now creating and generating this in my life. You have to manifest as if you already have it. Yes. That's awesome, Spirit Monkey. Thank you for posting that. Yeah. But each one of and each one of the apostles also corresponds, to power, will, healing, wisdom, each one of them. I don't have let me look. We're all over the place tonight, aren't we? Okay, where is it? I have it. Well, let me look at my library. Well, maybe I don't have it on Kindle. I thought I did. Yeah. But each one of those rays has a color attached to it also, Snow Queen. Yeah. I know I bought that book, 12 Powers of Man. That's weird. I think that I looked earlier, the Power of the Spoken Word by Florence Scovel Shinn. You can buy it for like 39 cents on you could buy it for like 39 cents on Kindle. What the heck? I know I bought it. The second ray, to me, the second ray would be orange. Yeah, Doubting Thomas was Virgo. Yeah. Yeah. And I have that paperwork. It's in a bag upstairs. I just need to go through that. I was asking about, okay, in her dream book, she goes into huge detail about the different levels of heaven and the different realms. Okay, she explains something that happened to me. Yes, there was 12 female apostles also. They've taken all records of that out. There was 12 male and 12 female apostles. But the women were more of the witnesses to Jesus than the men were. They understood better. Women seem to have an innate, instinctive understanding of spirituality better than some men, and I'm not saying that to be discriminating. But that energy is shifting also. Look at how much men are awakening now. When I started out in spirituality, there'd be 100 women, there would be one man. You know? Yes, it comes down, you create your reality with your choices and decisions. Yeah. Yeah. Mary Magdalene. Yeah. You know, if you look at the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, she talks in there about when Jesus was crucified, the apostles were saying, "What are we supposed to do? I don't understand what's going on. What are we supposed to do?" So she told him, "Well, this needs to happen and this needs to happen." And I think it was, I don't remember which one it was. He turned around and told her, "Why would he tell you that? You're just a woman." And she broke down crying. Yeah, she was already a priestess, as was Mother Mary. Yes, Mother Mary was a priestess also. Let me talk a little bit. I was thinking about this today. I said I need to give you guys an example about the power of belief. Okay, I have these vials that have archangel archangel energy in them. So I have Uriel, Raphael, Michael, and who was the other one? Well, anyway, I have the vials. They're for archangel energies. They are very powerful. I took him to the chiropractor. He was doing spiritual studies in his church. And we were talking about the vials. And he could only feel the energy in 3 of the vials because he only believed that there was 3 archangels in the Bible. So he could only feel the energy of the 3 archangels that he believed in. Okay. So he went in and dug some research and was talking to his pastor, and they were looking it all up. There is references to the 4th archangel in the Bible. Okay, I didn't put the energy in. I got them from somebody that does this. And this is a very, very high vibe energy. Okay. So he could only, like I said, originally he could only feel the 3 archangels that he believed existed in the Bible. Once he found out that the 4th angel existed, then he could feel the energy in the 4th Bible, the 4th vial. Okay. That's how powerful your belief system is. Okay. So what you believe is what you're going to allow to come in. And that goes along with the power of the spoken word. What are you putting out to the universe? Because your thoughts are also the power of the spoken word, okay? I'm trying to think of the name of the... Yeah, this man brings in, this man has some really, really high vibration stuff. Very vibration stuff. This is almost like this is the kind of energy that he's bringing in that was used in early religions. Okay, early religions, like, you know, they talk about the Ark of the Covenant. It's high vibration stuff like that. He brings it in. He's got some phenomenal stuff. Yeah. You've got to believe. That's the connection. You've got to believe. You've got to clear a lot of those belief systems, things that hold you back in order to bring that energy in. So in Alice Bailey's dream book, she breaks down a lot of the levels. She explains something that happened to me. Okay. Some of you have heard this story. I was standing on a porch. Okay. It's 3 feet tall off the ground. It's like 4 by 3. I'm standing there. I'm talking to my daughter and all her friends. Something grabs me by the ankle and throws me in the air. I came down. It was a cement porch, and I scraped all the skin off my side. And all the kids are standing there with their mouth hanging open. What? What just happened? We didn't know. We didn't know. But then that book fell open to some pages. When you are starting to go through some spiritual growth and your light becomes seen and it's becoming brighter, you become a threat to the dark side. They have something that they call the continental dwellers. That when you become a threat, they attack you. They attack your ankles. A lot of people do not survive being attacked by their ankles. I said, what the heck? This is when I first started learning to meditate and going through all my spiritual growth. So a couple years later, I'm getting up ready for work. Okay. My bedroom's clean. There's nothing on the floors, nothing. I'm walking from my bed to the wall to turn the light on. Something grabs my ankles and scratches my leg. I had to have stitches. There was nothing around me. Nothing at all. But that was the second time my ankles had been attacked. So then, yeah. So I was working with some people, working on the spiritual protection and stuff after that. But that's also in Alice Bailey's book. She's got some esoteric teachings that are deep, if you can get a hold of some of her books. Yeah. And I have that. I know I had that. Classic Libraries, The 12 Powers of Man. It's got me bugged now. This may not be the one I wanted. Huh. Okay, Jason. You have an awesome day, hon. Everybody got quiet on me. Okay, so help me focus on what intent that we want to put out for the people of Afghanistan. I was asking for help. If we put it out as a prayer, are we going to put it out as a prayer? Or are we going to put it out as an intention? I think an intention. So what else do you guys perceive that we need to put out as an intention? I told Snow Queen to look up cloud busting. Oh my gosh. You focus your intention in the middle of the cloud and you can start dissipating it. Now, Art Bell was so freaked out when they shifted the course of the hurricane. He says, we're never doing that again because of the law of cause of effect. If we are shifting the energy here, what kind of problem are we creating somewhere else? So he never repeated the experiment. You guys are supposed to be helping me out here. Then give me some ideas, hon, and we'll brainstorm it and we'll put it into a text that we can put out. So help me brainstorm some ideas, hon. That's what I'm asking you guys to help, so we can decide what we're going to do and we can focus on that. We don't want to scatter it too much. Anyone got rocks? Ah, I don't have a lot of rocks. Like I was saying earlier, those without sin cast the first stone. Well, I have down a shift in control through religion and for people to wake to the truth and clarity of what's true for them. Calling in the archangels and their legions and all the beings of peace and healing and light. And giving gratitude for all the people who offer all of themselves to bring others to safety in prayers to keep them all safe. You're so funny, girl. You're so funny. Well, I don't know if it'd wake them up, but it sure tick them off a little bit, you know? Like I ticked off Priscilla. Oh my goodness. She's going to be mad for a while. Oh. See, and here's Louise Hay talks about where what you put your attention on grows. Oh yeah, she's a little redhead, so she's a hothead. Yeah. The above shows how we are culturally taught to fight the negative mentally, thinking that if we do so, the positive will automatically come to us. It doesn't work that way. How often have you lamented about what you didn't want? Did you ever bring what you really wanted? Fighting the negative is a total waste of time if you really want to make changes in your life. The more you dwell on what you don't want, the more of it you create. Same thing with the power of the spoken word. The things about yourself or your life that you have always disliked are probably still with you. What you put your intention on grows, becomes permanent in your life. Move away from the negative and put your intention on what it is you really do want. Okay? Or have. Let's turn the above negative affirmations into positive affirmations. Okay? She was originally thinking, I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be old. I don't want to live here. I don't want to have this relationship, etc. So you want to focus on I am now slender. I am now prosperous. I am now eternally young. I am now moving to a better place. I am now having a wonderful new relationship. I am my own person. I am now loving my hair, nose, body. I am now filled with love and affection. I am now joyous, happy, and free. I am now totally healthy. Let me see who's here. Don't forget, if they haven't said anything in the last few minutes, it's not going to show up. I'm just showing Star and me, but I know that Snow's here too. Oh, did we lose everybody? Did everybody? Yeah. Did everybody drop off? Learn to think in positive affirmations. Affirmations can be any statement you make. Too often we think in negative affirmations. Negative affirmations only create more of what you say you don't want. Saying, I hate my job will get you nowhere. Declaring, I now accept a wonderful new job will open the channels in your consciousness to create that. However, it's important to always make your statement in the present tense. I am now. I now have. Your subconscious mind is an obedient servant that if you declare in the future tense, I want or I will have. Do you know what the definition of want is? To lack. Yeah, we did lose a lot of people, huh? The definition of want is to lack. When you say, I want something, you're saying, I'm lacking something. Okay? I will have. And then that is where that idea will always stay, just out of your reach in the future. So you have to train your mind, but that's the same thing with the. So here's a lesson for everybody. How many of you can look into a mirror, look yourself in the eye, and say, I love and approve of myself? People can't do that. A lot of people can't do that. You know? A lot of people can't do that. See, I show 3 people now. It's still just showing you and me, Star. Huh. I can do it too. When I first learned that exercise, I couldn't do that. Of course, I was in my 20s and had self-esteem problems. And so she talks about thoughts have no power over us unless we give in to them. Thoughts are only words strung together. They have no meaning whatsoever. Only we give meaning to them. Let us choose to think thoughts that nourish and support ourselves. Part of self-acceptance is releasing other people's opinions. If I were with you and kept telling you, you are a purple pig, you are a purple pig, you would either laugh or get annoyed with me and think I was crazy. But your subconscious mind picks up, yeah, I see 3 too. But somebody's not commented, so it's not showing them. They're like inactive, okay? Often what we think of as things wrong with us are only our expressions of our own individuality. We are meant to be different. This is, gosh, affirming things I teach. When we can accept this, there's no competition and no comparison. Yes, we all need to be able to do that. Okay? But yeah, the positive thoughts is a whole new experience as a tiny seed. You water it with affirmations. Purple. Purple's my favorite color. Yeah. So we need to clear out the negativity, like somebody that was in here earlier. And work on the positive affirmations. You've got to clear out the negative first. Yeah. What else? So I was looking up pneumonia, hon. And this is something else I need to work on clearing. Where is it? Lung problems, pneumonia, desperate, tired of life, emotional wounds that are not allowed to heal. So I need to clear all that also. Yeah. But somebody, it kept coming through yesterday that, yeah, intestinal stuff is a simulation. They're having intestinal stuff, then it says right here too. That's funny. Assimilation, absorption, elimination with ease. I easily assimilate and absorb all that I need to know and release the past with joy. Oh, yeah. But that's another one of the things that I cleared was lack of joy. Lack of joy also. Any energetic ties, cords, attachments to any lifetime reality dimensions. Oh. Reduce the rate of the suicide. Yeah, because I was listening to 2 women earlier, and they said they would rather die instantly than become a sex slave to the Taliban. That's huge. What kind of karmic stuff is that going to create? Ugh. I know. I showed my nephew's girlfriend how to clear some stuff, and I told her, just be aware that sometimes when you're picking up stuff that it's not all yours, you know. I think that the shift in the control to religion, and for people to wake up to the truth and clarity of what's true for them and not carry everyone else's fear. Yes. Okay, so let me rewrite this a little bit. A shift in control through religion and for people to wake up to the truth and clarity of what's true for them and not carry others' fear. To call in all the archangels and their legions and all the beings of peace, healing, and light, and everyone's healing team to clean up all the blocks, traumas, clean up all the blocks, the traumas, abuse, fears, so that they can clear and heal the energy. That's one of the things that Snow Queen's working on clearing is guilt. Boy, we just lost everybody tonight. Okay. Release guilt. I'm going to put down release survivor guilt. Does that make sense, hon? Release survival guilt. We express gratitude for all the beings, all the people, offer all of themselves and their service to bring peace, safety, prayers. Yeah. Yeah. We express gratitude for all the people who offer all of themselves in their service to bring peace, safety, prayers, to help others. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sad that we lost everybody. It's just you and me. Okay, so there's a third person here. Okay, so everybody that's here, please make a comment, please, so we can try to focus on sending some intent and healing out to Afghanistan and all the survivors. Okay, they dropped off. Nobody wants to put in. Okay, so let's you and me do it, hon. Okay. So you and me can focus on it. Anybody that comes in and wants to listen later, they can also send their intent across too. You know, Jesus says, whenever two or more gather in my name, there is love. So there's two of us here, so let's do it, okay? Okay, so I'm going to call, okay, visualize this. I'm going to call in all the archangels and their legions and all the beings of peace, healing, light, and everyone's healing teams to clean up all the blocks, traumas, abuse, fears, release all the survivors' guilt so that they can clear and heal the energy. We were asking for a shift in control through the religion and for people to wake up to the truth and clarity of what's true for them and not carry others' fear. We are expressing gratitude for all the people who offer all of themselves and their service to bring peace, safety, prayers to help others. Anything else you want to add so we can release it to the universe, hon? We may get some sleep tonight. Get off early. wonder. Well, at least nobody gave us a down. Oh my goodness. So maybe it's good we'll get off early tonight. Yes. But the thing is, they're all innocent children, hon. They're all innocent children. To help others. Okay. So, to call on all the archangels and their legions and all the beings of peace, healing, and light, and everyone's healing team to clean up all the blocks, trauma, abuse, fears, so that they release all the survivor's guilt, so that they can clear and heal the energy and protect all the innocent children. I know, hon. I know. That's funny that I saw the purple heart on you, because it's, yeah. So I'm starting to see things more too. Thank you, Star. I'm sure. Yeah. You know, you wonder how much these babies, these innocent children, they actually lose their innocence when they go through all this stuff, you know? Okay, I show a third person. Can you please participate so we can put an intent out there for healing and in the Afghanistan situation? The more of us that do it, the stronger the energy. We're inviting you to come in and do that with us. That's funny that I wasn't expecting that. That wasn't something I was expecting to see, you know? I was surprised. Things are shifting. Well, I guess just you and me are going to put the intent out for this. Okay? I want to also visualize any dark spots, any dark clouds over, around, below Afghanistan to also be cleared or transformed from the darkness into the light. Okay, so we can send this intent out to the people of Afghanistan. Yes. Peace, healing, protection, and light for everyone. Yes. So I'm releasing this intent into the universe. We're asking for it to be multiplied infinitely, to mainly be focused on Afghanistan, but also to spread out to other areas of the world that also need this. We don't want to live it. Yes. We don't want to limit it just to Afghanistan, but right now the main focus is on Afghanistan, and we're asking for this energy to also spread out to other places in the world that is also needed also. Yes. And so it is. So we'll see. We will see. Somebody text me thank you when I put that person in a timeout. By the power of 3, yes. That's funny. By the power of 3, yep. See, now it's saying there's just me on there. Did I lose you, Star? And Moda B, yeah, by the power of 3 and Moda B. Yes. Yes. Ooh. Yes. Yeah. Okay, girl. Well, maybe we'll wrap it up for tonight because everybody's disappeared. It's probably a good thing because I was pretty tired last night. Still working up my energy, and you're drained and tired too. I haven't heard from Daisy, so I don't know what's going on with her. I might check in with her before I go to bed. I posted something on Facebook. I said, what's your best memory of me? And she says, you come into my house. And I said, that's funny. Yeah. Yeah, somebody keeps popping in and out, so. Okay, girls, so we'll wrap it up for tonight. We've got an intent out there. If anybody else is going to listen to it, then that's good. They can put their intention out also, okay? And I'll keep this, and we can bring it up to everybody next Friday night too. I'm going to try to do readings on the 1st. Is the 1st not a Wednesday? Yeah, the 1st is a Wednesday. But it may, yeah. That's okay. You can message me. And yeah, we'll see how we'll see how I feel. Yes. That's funny. Okay, so everybody that's watching this later, we're going to wrap it up early for tonight. Everybody disappeared all of a sudden. Okay, so everybody have a good night and namaste. Yes, only good intentions, please.